Hello and welcome to this week's episode of You Can Sit With Us. I'm Matt, sitting here with Becky.
Hello.
We have Rainie and the ones and twos.
Hello.
And we have a very special guest back again by popular demand. Everyone's
the people have
favorite
been demanding.
mom, Rachel.
Hi.
Welcome back, Rachel. We missed you.
I missed you guys.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm always so jealous when you come out of your pod and you're together and you've been chit-chatting and I've just been at my laptop. Seems not fair.
Just quit and then work on the podcast.
No. Okay, I can't do it.
Sense. Okay,
I can't do it.
Okay.
I don't think that's in the cards.
I feel like we didn't make a good enough offer, so I get that. I get that. We have no health insurance to offer you.
No, not a lot to offer over here.
No.
Except good times.
Not too much. A lot of good times.
Good times. Friendship.
Speaking of good
Conversation.
times, Ray,
Yes.
we just went on a big trip.
We did go on a big trip.
Tell me, you literally just got back.
We got back moments ago. Our hair is still deflating from the trip. We were living at 100,000% humidity, and the higher the hair.
Where were we?
We were in New Orleans.
Nolans.
We went to NOLA.
What were you doing in New Orleans?
Making videos.
Bitches.
Shooting videos.
Can you tease anything?
Yeah, we shot 3 Try Guys videos
Oh, nice.
in New Orleans, doing very New Orleans things.
Drinking hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
Drink? Is that a mixed
Yeah,
drink
that's a
or is
tall
it?
drink.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, the big one.
What's
Yeah.
in a hurricane?
What isn't?
That seems like a bad name for New
That's
Orleans.
what everyone. I think
Yeah.
that's why it's.
That's
called
why
that.
it's therapy.
Because it's because the
Stockholm
strong
syndrome?
alcoholic,
Mhm.
drink that you get in the big glass on Bourbon Street that everyone always talks about. They're like, "Did you get a hurricane?"
Oh.
Beignets and hurricanes.
Yeah,
Beignets.
That's what you need to get.
We definitely got
Beignets
beignets.
and hurricanes.
We did not get hurricanes.
Well,
No.
We didn't even go to
You gotta go
Bourbon
back.
Street.
We didn't. We
yeah.
were filming a lot, but we did go to a burlesque show, and that was
Wow.
like a real highlight. And then the boys did burlesque, and that was an even bigger highlight. That was good. They said they weren't going to get naked, but they got pretty naked.
We're all pretty naked.
Pretty close.
We saw tushy cheeks.
I saw tushies.
The
We saw
tushies had
some
things
tassels.
applied to them. They're called assholes.
Stop. That is not a real name.
If you haven't
Yes.
tried to swing an asshole,
Stop.
have you even lived?
No, everybody's got to do it at least once in their life. It was insane, but so fun.
It was
The
really
So
show
now
was
you
fun.
have the assholes at home, Becky.
No, we had to
We
give
only
them back.
borrowed
We
the
assholes.
They were not for keeps.
No. The assholes went
For
back to the
keeps.
performers.
Yeah.
They were too special.
Yeah, they were.
Too special.
Yeah.
They're like the pasties and the assholes and the tassels and all the things are like very legit. They're like Broadway level assholes.
Mhm.
Like they're not one-time
Mhm.
use. You keep those forever.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Super
held
good.
any of them.
Sounding
Super
like
good
you're
on.
saying like Broadway assholes.
That does sound like that too.
Assholes.
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 Not assholes.
Yeah,
Wow.
assholes.
Did
was
you
very fun.
did you get to see any voodoo?
We did a video where we explored the religion of voodoo.
Oh.
And like how it's actually practiced by people
Mhm.
and less of like it's like role in the media, which is like
Mhm.
a super, which is totally misconstrued from like what it is.
Mhm.
So we did do a whole day where we like did the spiritual practice of voodoo and some of its stuff
Oh, interesting.
with a high priest.
Oh wow.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I guess I'll just spoil
I guess
them
we
all.
can. It's not coming out for a long time.
It's not coming out
right?
till 2026, so people gonna have to wait. And then jazz.
Ooh, jazz. Yes.
Jazz.
Birthplace of jazz.
Jazz.
So fun.
So we did that too, and that was like also. Keith and I were just saying the other day, like how strange and wonderful it is to have once in a lifetime back-to-back experiences, like day after day. You're like, wow, I had this once in a lifetime experience being backstage, doing a burlesque show, meeting the performers, being involved in their community. And then the next morning at 8 a.m., I do it again for a different experience.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's really like it's a wild time. But it was super fun.
Yeah, it was very cool to watch
Mm-hmm.
and see.
You didn't partake, Becky?
I did not partake in that. I was audience
Oh.
participation,
Mm-hmm.
and then obviously,
Number one audience member.
obviously first PA,
First
always.
Yes.
But some of
First
these
PA.
shoots were a little smaller in terms of how many people could be there. So the first PA was not always needed.
But the first PA was always doing research as to where the cast and crew could eat each night.
Yes,
Very important.
very
Keep
true.
morale up.
Yes.
Keep morale up.
Oh, absolutely. We need the first PA.
Yes, where we're meeting for drinks, what time everything's happening.
But I heard at Dollywood you held a camera.
I did.
You did.
I did.
Oh,
I actually have my battle scars. I have bruises on my shoulders because I was
that heavy?
helping- No, it was I was holding Chris's backpack. Chris LaPointe, who does all the DPing for tons and tons of Try Guys videos, famously denies all help. He'll be like, "Can I help you with something?" I'll be holding like the smallest purse, and he'll have like 3 backpacks on and a camera.
Like, no,
And he'll be like,
cool.
no, I got it. But finally, because Dollywood, it was such a heavy rig and then his heavy backpack,
Yeah.
he let me carry it a couple times.
And you got bruises?
Well, he's a little more petite than I am, shoulder-wise. Like he's probably half of me. So I did not loosen his backpack straps.
Oh, and they like dug in.
So they like dug in.
Becky, no.
But only for a little bit because he only let me hold it every once in a while.
I'm sorry.
But then there was the vlog camera was going around. And so I was getting some footage on the vlog camera.
Yes, Rebecca.
It was very exciting.
Narrated by Becky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting. Another first PA role in the book.
Add it to your resume.
I am, Matthew. I am still waiting for my credit. Maybe next time.
Maybe you could talk to someone about that.
Yeah. It was a very funny trip. And we had Jack with us, who was not with us in Disney. Jack is a little hoot. He just cracks me up.
Did you not know this? Is this new?
No, I knew he was a
this
hoot
new news?
before.
Okay.
But he was just constantly being a
he's
hoot.
very funny.
He tickled my funny bone all the time.
Yeah, he
Every time we did something, I was like, Jack.
So we're talking about next Try Guys season.
Yes.
But Try Guys is out right now.
A
It
new
just
season.
which is really exciting because it's a whole new cast. And the first one came out. And did you guys watch it?
It was incredible.
Thank you.
It was
is
very
so
fun.
It's very funny.
So good.
It's
I want to
so
know how long
funny.
you actually had to stay in a spooky place.
The sanatorium.
Like, did you feel like weird being in there?
Yeah, I definitely felt weird being in there. And not every like spooky thing is even included because it's already long enough, right? Like, but there were times where like there were like temperature changes and feelings that were not explained by what was going on. So like, for example, it was like 82 degrees out that day and it was hot at night. They were like in a heat wave. And in all of the buildings, it was hot. It was like warm, except for in the entrance to Adams Hall, which is the big dormitory building, was like ice cold. It was like 20 degrees. And yet it wasn't like subterranean. It wasn't this. And it was just in these certain like rooms.
Weird.
It was like pockets of cold.
It was so weird.
Who's
And I
making it
saw
cold?
that on the thermal camera as well and was just like, oh, the whole building is orange and yellow and warm. And then these are ice black on the thermal camera. And all of us were like, I can't explain it. I don't like it. You know, like it was very strange. Some of that stuff, but a lot of that's not like totally cinematic because it's just like our experience. And there was so much that went on, but we were there. We were on location at the sanatorium for about 13 hours.
Oh my God, that's so long.
It's so long. And it, you know, it's a lot of grounds. I did all the research, so I can't totally remember, but I think it's like 125,000 square feet of buildings on the property in total. And we just did the main 3 and we didn't do all of them or like all of each of them because it seemed impossible to do in like one night.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. Did you ever debate leaving Zach behind because he kept calling the ghost bitches?
Absolutely.
I would have been so far out. I would have been
was
like,
trying to like go with
I don't know
those
this man.
tall Midwestern boys from Project Fear. They were all like 6'5" and like from Iowa. And I was like, I'm just going to stay with you guys. And Zach can go by himself if he's so brave.
Yeah, I think I don't know if I believe in ghosts or whatever. I'm very much like Keith. I'm the dial's in the middle and I could be convinced either way. However, same way about, you know, God and Jesus and whatnot. However, I'm not going to be like, fuck you. Like, I'm not going to test
their house.
In their house. Like, I'm not going to go in a church and say something like bad.
Me neither.
No.
What do you think
Just
the
in
ghost is
case.
going to do to you?
Anything.
Follow you home?
Make me scared.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
Matt,
what if it did follow me home?
do you believe in ghosts?
I don't think they can actually physically harm you. You know
What
what I
about
mean?
mentally and emotionally?
I feel like they could probably like make you more afraid. Like, you know, like the alien predators, they're like off of fear.
Oh, Predator,
You know?
like Predator, the actual
But I
alien
don't
versus
think-
Predator.
Yeah, but I don't think like they could actually like stab you, you know?
But what if they could like drive you to like in all those scary movies, like the Conjuring and like, what was that other one? I love that other one. Insidious. They could get in your head, make you do insidious things, Matt.
No, I don't think they could do that. Maybe at a different timeline.
Rachel and I are out of here. We're out
We're
of here.
leaving, Matt. The woman who showed us the property.
Do you feel like someone followed you home or no?
No one followed me home.
Are you sure?
That's because she didn't call
Matt.
anyone a little bitch.
I was very nice. As Devin pointed out, I mostly said thank you to the ghost.
Thank you.
I was like, thank
you for hosting us.
for having us. I'm a great house guest.
I did like the length of your questions and responses to the ghosts were always 8 sentences long. They
Sorry.
were like, keep it short,
Sure.
ask them. And Rachel's like, so if we could possibly ask you a quick question, I hope this isn't intrusive. Thank you so much for your time. Please make a noise, perhaps, or not, if you don't want to.
Yeah.
I was trying to be respectful.
And I loved it.
I was scared. I will say it's a scary place,
Yeah.
whether it's haunted or not. And I do think it's haunted. I don't know if I believe in ghosts, but that place is haunted. That is sort of my conclusion. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Maybe, yes, that place is haunted. It's scary to walk around. It's like pitch black. Everything seems like it's falling apart. If you turn the cameras off, we couldn't see, like, I wouldn't be able to see Becky. Like, it's so dark. And there's so much, like, we're surrounded by woods. Like, when Kwesi and I were outside and he was like, I'm going to run, I was like, don't. Like, a cobra,
You could trip over anything.
something's going to come get me,
Yeah.
you know? And actually, very spooky, although not haunted. The next night, the guys did Sam and Colby's video. And so I dropped them off at the haunted village. And then I took the rental car back through the most haunted landscape of Indiana you've ever seen. And I came back to our hotel around midnight. And then at 2 a.m., I had to go back and like get them to pick them up at like 3 a.m. And then we went to the airport. Cool, chill schedule. And
Like, you didn't sleep that night.
no, I got like an hour of sleep. And the turkey run in where we stayed is also like pretty haunted feeling. There are a lot of like taxidermied turkeys everywhere, and it's fully surrounded by woods. And so,
Taxidermy turkey.
yeah, I'm not joking.
It's Indiana, Matt.
So, and my room did not feel good. It felt like pretty old and creepy. It was like staying in somebody's grandparents' attic where you're like, okay,
Quaint.
this could be haunted too. So around 3 a.m., there's no one in the hotel.
Did you ask those ghost questions too?
I didn't. I did say thank you every time I walked into my room. Thank you so much for letting me stay here. Around 3 a.m., I come back down through the hotel lobby. I've got all my stuff. I'm going to go get the boys. We're going to go to the airport. No one's at the front desk. No one's outside. And the parking lot is like, I don't know, like 500 feet, 1,000 feet, whatever, across like a landscaped portion. And like I said, there are just woods everywhere you look and little cabins back in the woods. People go and stay and they like do hikes and they hike along the river that's there. And that's all very beautiful during the day. But this is 3 a.m. and I walk out and the hotel door closes behind me. And I just hear from the woods right over here what sounds like a woman scream, like a high-pitched singular scream. And I look over there and the hotel's closed behind me now. I left my key inside, like I'm checking out. I have to go like 1,000 feet. And so I pick up my suitcase because I don't want it to make noise and the thing to hear me because I'm pretty sure it's like some type of an
banshee.
animal.
Yeah.
And
Banshee.
no, I think it's a bobcat.
Yeah.
Oh, there was like screeching.
We looked it up later and bobcats scream like people. They sound like people.
I
And it
never
was
knew that.
just once. And I thought if it was like a human who needed help, they would continue screaming. So I was pretty sure it was like a predator. And so I picked up my suitcase and I like ran to the Escalade I was driving to fit all of us. And then drove through the creepiest rural landscape to get to the guys. And I just like, it was like stuff like that. Like I was scared the whole weekend, right? I was
Wow.
scared the whole time.
Could you imagine people that live there, that like live out there?
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
think
their
they're less
daily
scared.
life.
But yeah, I know. It's so scary.
I don't like it. I mean, I don't like Indiana normally. So going to a spooky hotel and like a sanatorium.
I've never been to Indiana.
The Indiana
Like,
hatred.
why don't they just tear the sanatorium down? Like, why is it still there?
That's a great question.
right.
Because they clearly came in and like removed asbestos and stuff when they shut it down in 2011. But I bet it's a historic property now.
If you've shopped online, chances are you've bought from a business powered by Shopify. You know that purple Shop Pay button you see at checkout? The one that makes buying so incredibly easy? That's Shopify. And there's a reason so many businesses sell with it, because Shopify makes it incredibly easy to start and run your business. Shopify is the commerce platform behind 10% of all e-commerce in the United States, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands that are just getting started. Shopify gives you that leg up from day one with hundreds of beautiful, ready-to-go templates to express your brand style and forget about the code. Tackle all these important tasks in one place, from inventory to payments to analytics and more. You can spread your brand's word with built-in marketing and email tools to find and keep new customers. And did I mention that iconic purple Shop Pay button that's used by millions of businesses around the world? It's why Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. If you want to see less carts being abandoned, it's time for you to head over to Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/sitwithus. Go to shopify.com/sitwithus. Shopify.com/sitwithus. If you've been following this podcast for a while, you've probably only ever seen me drinking iced coffee or cold brew. And that is why I've become obsessed with Trade. Now I can make my own cold brew at home with a rich, bold, unique flavor, and I don't have to stop at the coffee shop down the street. Trade is the #1 coffee destination in the U.S. for coffee drinkers. They've sourced the best beans from over 50 top roasters across the United States. What I love about Trade is that they team up with specific coffee roasters to create special collections made just for cold brew. They even have easy-to-use curated gear so you can brew at home with better flavor and value than any cafe or bottled cold brew. Trade's prices are on par with grocery store brands, but the quality is next level. Plus, you're supporting local roasters with every cup. It's a win-win. Take their quiz, and in under a minute, they'll recommend coffees you'll love. If that first bag isn't quite right, no problem. Trade will replace it for free until they nail it. I use their cold brew coffee steeper, and it is so compact. It's so nice. Keith really isn't into cold brew, so I like that I can make enough just for me, and I'm not left with a ton of leftovers. Right now, Trade is offering 50% off a 1-month trial at drinktrade.com/sitwithus. That's drinktrade.com/sitwithus to get 50% off 1 month. drinktrade.com/sitwithus. Yeah, or
I
it
bet
costs
it's protected
more money
X
to
amount.
demolish than
It's also like a liability
maintain.
now.
Yeah,
People are
except for-
coming in and like doing stuff there.
You've signed lots of waivers.
Yeah.
But the woman who runs the sanatorium property, she was saying they do daytime tours.
Mhm.
They're
Oh.
hosted about like the activity on the property or whatever.
Mhm.
And she was saying that there was a tour back when we were there this spring where she was outside and someone had pulled a car up to like one of the parking lots. And as they went to back their car up, there was a person behind the car. And she and a couple other people on the tour went, "Stop, wait, like, no, stop."
No.
And then the car
No.
stopped and there was no one there. And they all saw them and thought the car was about to hit them. And there was no one there. And it was multiple people at once. And I was like, that's haunted.
Wow.
That's haunted.
Spooky dookie.
Wow.
Spooky dookie.
What was that? I don't know.
Spooky dookie.
Somebody's
I know.
Ooh, gave me goosebumps.
Have you seen
I know.
on TikTok, this lady is rising to fame. She's a former
She's on the up and up.
nurse from Appalachia.
Okay.
And she
Appalachia has like
she talks about these stories
a
of
lot
having
of
to go
vibes.
like she would have to go off grid, like they didn't have any cell service. She had to use like a compass and a map to get to these people's remote houses to give them healthcare in their homes because they couldn't travel and stuff. So she talks about the stories of going into people's houses and just like the crazy stuff that happens to her. And half of it is like weird, gross, like living condition things.
Yeah.
And then the other half is like spooky dooky stuff like this.
You have to send her to us. Spooky stuff's fun a little bit. It's stressful, but it's like a little bit fun.
I like scary movies, but I don't like scary places.
I would say I'm okay with scary places, but I don't like scary movies.
That's crazy.
You want to know why, for me, a scary movie continues to scare me for the rest of my life? Like I see one thing.
It replays in your mind over and over.
And every time I wake up to pee at 3 a.m. or the girls call me, I'm picturing that stupid thing from The Conjuring, right? Like, I'm like, I don't want to go in there because I'm scared. But Indiana Sanatorium, I can leave.
Yeah.
And like, now I'm not scared. I'm out. I got out.
Yeah.
But it's also real.
Yeah, but
the movie's not The Conjuring's. Well, I guess
the movie's
they
up
say
here.
It's based on a true story.
And actually, people have gone to that house and have had spooky times where The Conjuring is based off of, not where they actually shot it. I don't think.
Wait, how have we not talked about that? Did you see that Matt Rife bought the Warrens' house?
Oh my God, yes. That was why.
I have no idea.
Why?
This is crazy. Do not.
I don't know
fuck
what
with
you're
these
talking
things.
about.
Okay, do you know who Matt Rife is?
That's where you lost me.
Okay, he is. I'm going to put it in air quotes. A comedian.
Okay. I could hear the air quotes in your tone.
He's a funny comedian. He actually started his Netflix special with like a really original joke that took him a really long time to write, making fun of domestic abuse. So super fun. He's a super fun guy. You'd love him. And all of his bits are on crowd work because he can't write.
Okay.
Anywho, so this person bought with another person the Warrens' house. The Warrens are...
Which is also like a museum.
Right? It's a museum. Yeah, it's currently a museum. Or it was a museum. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Make it an Airbnb, I assume. But the Warrens are from the Conjuring, right?
Series,
it's the Conjuring series. So they were these like real life ghost hunters. And like 50-50. Some of the internet's like, these people are fucking hacks. Other people are like, no, they're totally legit. There's a lot. I'm not debating the correctness of these ghost hunter people in their scary museum. But he bought that house with another guy and they're going to like rent it out so you can stay there. And there's all these like quote unquote haunted artifacts that are like
there
in the basement in the museum.
With Annabelle.
With Annabelle. Who's actually like a Raggedy Ann looking doll.
I know. I didn't know she was Raggedy Ann. I was like, what?
Yeah.
That's what she's in.
Yeah. Annabelle is not like a little porcelain doll that goes boo. She's like a little Raggedy Ann doll in a glass case.
In a glass case. Because she's in a museum now.
She's spooky.
Because
she's so spooky.
Yeah. But Matt Rife bought that. And I think that's insane and crazy and bad.
Like, yeah. It's like, why? Like, why was he like, oh my God, this is a great idea. Why don't you buy this?
Wasn't making any money from his comedy
Blue
special.
Chews or whatever.
Yeah, from his stand up. I don't know. It's got to be just a shock value thing. Like, we own the Warrens' house.
Get back in the news cycle.
Yeah. Ugh. I don't think so. I don't like it.
Scary.
I don't think so, honey.
So does this mean you're going to do another spooky video soon? You loved it that much?
We're going to go to the most haunted hospital in America.
No.
Ooh.
And that's where we will play Becky Gotcha.
Number one, don't tease me with Becky Gotcha. Number two, we don't play games around ghosts. Can you imagine?
It's not a game with a ghost. You know what I mean?
You're in LA with Henry, and we're here filming, and you just jump out at some point.
No, you have to see like her silhouette.
No.
You know what I mean? So you can't really see, but it's like, that kind of looks like
I'm like,
didn't it?
did you see something go across the window up there on the third floor? Let's go see.
Like Hereditary. I'm climbing on the side of the wall. I'm in the corner.
Becky, this is your Becky Gotcha moment.
Yes.
You have to do this.
It would be
You
incredible.
have to do this.
I don't go to places of sadness unless I'm there to like learn. You know, like historically.
What if it was like a Halloween haunted house thing? What if you did Becky Gotcha there? Because then it's still kind of spooky, but then it's not.
at a normal haunted house, but not at like a haunted house that's like at a prison. Those, I'm like, don't do that, people.
The scariest thing that ever happened was, I mean, there were a lot of scary things, but the scariest thing we did to each other was we had given everyone walkies just so we could separate if we wanted to. There was like no cell service here at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or anywhere in rural Indiana. And so we had destroyed walkies, but we weren't using them. And we were down on the 3rd floor doing our thing, but we had left a camera and a device up on the 5th floor. And so we sent Zach, I think, up to get it, maybe Zach and Ryan. And at that moment when we were like, oh, let's go all the way down and go out to the street and like replace batteries or whatever we're doing, Kwesi was like, well, I'll just let him know. I'll do a walkie check.
Oh, yeah.
And he walkie checked them, and no one had used the walkies yet at all whatsoever. So they lost. I mean, we heard it throughout the building.
Well, imagine it's dead quiet and then you just hear like,
yeah. And Kwesi coming through going, walkie check. And then they scream. I mean, they lost years off of their life. But also, at the end, Zach does a solo investigation where he goes back up into the building.
Oh my gosh.
And Kwesi and I stood on the street and watched the outside of the building. We were filming with a thermal camera to see if we saw.
You could see him like go through the building.
To see if you could see anything
so cool.
move or something. And we're filming outside, and Zach's up there, and we're just standing outside the building, and it's pitch black and it's dead quiet. And I just hear from inside the building. It wasn't like fast or whatever, but like a door slowly shutting. It went, and Kwesi and I were like, what was that? And it's not in the video because the little mics we were filming on all the way outside the building can't hear it. Zach didn't hear it. But it wasn't like the wind blew something shut. Yeah. It's like maybe a raccoon could have knocked into it, although we didn't see any animals inside the buildings. But sometimes we attributed sounds to animals.
Yeah.
But like, why did that door shut then? We'd been standing out there for like 40 minutes.
It was trying to say goodbye. Get out of here.
I don't know.
It was claiming Zach.
I don't.
Maybe you didn't come home with anything, but Zach did.
But Zach
he called
did.
those ghost little bitches. He taunted them.
Yeah, who knows? But stuff like that is so creepy. What was that? Why did it close so slowly?
I don't know.
No WD-40, you know? Really got to
truly
lube up those doors.
Thanks, Matt. Thanks for that.
Handy Matt, that's what we call him.
Then it won't creak.
Okay, I'll call you next time. Matt, come over.
How do they ensure that like that sanatorium's like structural ability to have you guys like walking on the stairs and
I think
those things?
Engineers came through like a long time ago. I believe the walls are that torn up because they removed all the asbestos from the building a long time ago.
Not from people.
And the state came in, even though it's like totally destroyed, the state came in shortly after it was fully shut down and I think cleared it of what they had to clear it. So like there aren't medicines on the property or like people's blood or whatever because it was like a medical facility. Even though there are like paperwork and clothes and like everything else feels like it was sort of left at this like, you know, it's like everyone just got up and left one day. But I think like the essential stuff has been moved and cleared. But is it totally safe? No, we just signed crazy liability waivers. You know, I'm sure as time goes on, it's less and less totally safe, you know? It felt okay. It looks horrible, but it wasn't like ceiling was crumbling on our heads every few seconds. And we were like, it's really going to come through. Now, could it have? Sure. I'm sure if there was an animal nesting up there or something, it totally could have. But it felt like okay-ish.
Yeah.
Okay-ish.
It wasn't great. It did only close down 11 years ago, though.
That was what was really wild to me, is that this place was not like when you hear sanatorium, you think, you think the 50s.
Well, it is from then,
years ago.
But it only finally closed in 2011. So I know.
So do your kids get scary spooky like you?
Well, I obviously didn't let them see this video.
But like
I
in
sent
movies
them a
and stuff?
couple of cell phone videos I took, and I told them what I was doing. And actually, they they drew a lot of cute drawings before of mean ghosts versus nice ghosts.
Oh, Ghostbuster style.
They're good with spooky. Like last Halloween, I walked them through Spirit Halloween, which is like fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
A lot of creepy masks and stuff.
And they would like laugh at the decapitated clown popping up out of the thing. And I think it's because they've never been truly scared. You know what I mean? By something. They've never seen a scary movie. The concept of murder has not been introduced to them.
That's crazy. They're 6, Rachel.
I know. What am I doing?
What are you doing? I thought you teach that at 4.
Gotta start reading the news.
So like that clown thing is like, oh, that's so silly and spooky. And they like... Well, it just changed, which I can talk about. But up till now, for Halloween, every year they're like, we want to be a different spooky thing. So last year they were vampires, their pronunciation. But actually, Poppy just told me she wants to be a princess for this
Princess
Halloween.
Poppy.
And I was
So
like,
cute.
all right, I guess my run of non-princess times is over.
Give her all the princess things with her cherub cheeks.
Tiara's coming.
I know.
Wow.
We'll see if June follows suit. So far, she wants to be a green fairy. So maybe like a green flower fairy.
Okay.
I was like,
a little Thumbelina.
Yeah, we'll see. But anyways, they tend to not be scared. I think, I don't know why. Maybe they'll get scared later, but they're not.
Maybe they'll get scared
Maybe
later.
they'll get scared
Maybe they'll
later,
get
but
scared.
they tend to be fine.
Do they ever get scared and like
They're more scared to talk to strangers than they are of like a skeleton doing something spooky.
Do they ever get scared in like the movies, like when you're watching a movie or anything?
They don't
and
watch
there's, like
movies.
A scary.
That's the thing.
Oh.
Actually, I take this back. This is how sensitive and sweet they are. I say they walk through Spirit Halloween and they're fine. But the movie that they do watch is Winnie the Pooh. And when Piglet goes into the woods alone, June goes, oh, she's seen it 4 times. It's like, it's not even, I mean, no one would think this is scary, but she's like, but they don't watch movies because they are very sensitive to like characters' emotional arcs, and every movie makes them cry a lot. That's why they don't watch. I'm not like they don't watch movies because I don't want them to. They fly a lot. I would love for them to watch movies, but like they're sobbing 10 minutes into everything. So we've really stuck with Winnie the Pooh.
Over and
It's our
over.
only safe space. And Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Nothing bad happens on Peppa
Pig.
Pig.
Peppa Pig.
Do you remember that part in White Lotus when the Italian woman tells
Jennifer Coolidge.
She's like, you look like Peppa Pig.
Best line of the whole thing.
So good.
Should have won an Emmy just for that line.
Yeah.
But Rachel, speaking of parenting,
Let's talk about parenting.
Let's talk about parenting. People have questions.
They want to know.
For me? For you?
Yeah, they
For
got
Matt,
questions
parenting
for
his
you.
new baby.
My new baby.
I can't believe
My
you didn't
baby.
bring the new baby, Matt. I'm furious.
I mean, I brought him last time.
I wasn't here.
Well, sounds like you brought him.
Matt, I'm mostly here. You got to time this out right. I want to see the baby.
I'll bring him back again. He's already so much bigger. It's crazy. They just grow so fast.
I
you know?
hate that. I hate that. I want him small forever.
Matt's introducing Miss Rachel later to Gino. It's a big day.
It's a big day. Yep.
Big day for Matt. Just kidding. People don't have questions about parenting.
Oh.
Our questions are about life.
Oh, okay. Never mind. The people know all they need to know about parenting.
Yes, but we did ask you to write down some prompts about things you wished you would have known.
I did. I
before
wrote them
becoming
down.
a parent.
I brought my notepad.
Wow.
I wrote them down. Rainie sent a Slack and I did my homework.
Thank you, Rachel.
Okay.
How about going into motherhood? What did you think it was going to be like?
You know,
Because I feel like everyone has their own idea.
I had
And then
like
reality hits.
an okay idea about what it would be like because I had been a nanny and a school teacher and like grew up babysitting. And I had like, even the summers while I was teaching on the summers, I had nannied like a friend of a friend's infant, you know, like I've been around a lot of babies for a lot of time. I think what I didn't realize, and took me a long time to even realize once I became a mom, was that becoming a mom, I knew like my life would change. I knew what it was like to be with babies and children. I don't think I really realized that I would change and like how hard the process of like figuring out who you are is after going through something so big, you know? And I think if you had told me that before having kids, I'd be like, oh yeah, cool. Yeah, it's all part of it, whatever. But having done it, I'm like, well, holy hell. What was that? You know?
I wrote down like the exact same thing. I didn't know how much my like brain would change. Like the things you think change.
Yeah, your emotions change. Your DNA changes. Like, and it's not like you give birth and then the next week you're like, oh, I've changed and I'm a mom. It's like going through your Saturn return, if you know about that, or if it's like going through the death of a parent, or it's like it is a big life altering change that takes so much time and like emotional work. And like the way I react to things and my emotions are like totally different. And like it's been hard to even learn like who I am on the other side. It's like a big thing.
It's a big thing.
It's a big life change.
It's one of those things I think people say a lot where you're like, well, everything's changing, but you really have no concept of what that means for you as an individual.
Yeah.
Until you're fully in it, looking back a couple of years.
Totally.
Like in the moment, you're like, oh no, I'm still the same person.
Yeah, and I'm still trying to do the same things. But you're not. And do I wish I had known that? I guess so. I don't think I could communicate to you what you will be like on the other side. I can't tell you. I just know that like you won't be who you are right now. And I think that's mostly okay for lots of people. I'm sure it's not okay for everyone, you know? But yeah, it's a lot.
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 So that's one of the things I guess I wish I knew. One of the ones that I wish I had known and that I do tell people now sometimes is like the baby's opinion is the one in the room that matters the most. And the child's and the thing, you can want to do things, and it starts with birth. You can want to have whatever kind of birth you want to have. But like whatever that baby's doing is the kind of birth you're going to have, right? Like, and you can want to have a baby in whatever kind of way you want to. You can want these kind of diapers or to always wear them in a carrier or to whatever. But the babies may hate the carrier. The baby's opinion matters the most. And I find that has continued to be true even now that I've had toddlers and kids, is like, I can want them to want to go to a performing arts school because I love that. And that when I visit it, it connects to me. My shy children would hate that more than anything else on planet Earth. An audition? No.
Never.
I can want,
they don't do auditions. They just get bucked.
I can want whatever I want for them, but like, that is not my job. My job is to meet them where they're at, whether it's like for whatever they need, and their opinion matters the most. So when you are dreaming of having a family and having a baby and picturing all these things, certainly like the things you do influence them to like some degree. There is nurture, obviously, but a lot of it is just who they are. And I can tell you because mine have grown up, they've never left each other's side, and yet they are two different people who have two different sets of needs. So like nurture only goes so far, and you have to just honor who they are. So their opinion matters the most. A great example is like I, on my registry, got a kind of like cool diaper that I wanted, and Becky and Keith bought me 400 of them. It's a great gift.
Well, they're having twins. When you go to the baby shower, you're like, this is probably the thing you're going to spend most money on.
Yep. We went through 600 diaper changes in the first month.
I was like, this isn't going to even make a dent in their thing. So let's get them no other present but diapers.
Right.
But those diapers didn't fit their little legs well. And I had to end up getting another kind. I tell people, like, don't buy like this whole bottle system, blah, blah, blah. Your baby might not like that bottle. Buy like 4 different ones and see what they like. Yeah. But that becomes true later on. Like you can enroll them in dance classes or soccer, or you can take them to museums, but they're going to let you know what they like and resonate with. And it is your job to meet them where they're at with that.
Wow.
You know, so the baby's opinion matters the most is what I think.
Wow.
So that's something.
That's something. I love that. in the throes of toddlerhood.
In the
right
throes
now.
of toddlerhood.
His opinion matters.
And it's getting stronger by the second.
Doesn't matter what you think, Becky.
The more words they get, the more I call him boss now.
You do?
I say,
Boss.
okay, boss.
Okay, boss.
All right, boss. One thing that I heard on TikTok that I thought was really good that I wish I had heard before he became a toddler was don't try and replace fun, or don't stop fun for fun. So the example that the woman gave was she was talking about how she was taking her kid to the park, but they like didn't want to leave the house. They didn't want to put their shoes on. They were like outside playing in the dirt or something like that, like of the house. And she was like, why am I trying to like force my kid to get in the car and go to this park when they're clearly like having fun and having a good time right here? And like I'll try and do these little like activities with Henry where I'm like, okay, here's the dot marker and I drew this little tree, put the little dot marker. No, he wants to slam this dot marker all over like a random sheet of paper and
Jackson
like
Pollock it.
yes,
Henny.
he wants to put it on his fingers. So I'm like, why am I trying to force you to do this thing that I'm like, here's this activity that we can do today.
Color between the lines.
Yeah. When it's like, no, you're having fun doing this thing. So why don't I just let you have fun doing that?
Nobody wants to pay rent, but if you have to, Built makes it worth it. Built is revolutionizing how millions think about paying rent by rewarding their members with points and exclusive benefits around their neighborhood every single month. By paying rent through Built, you earn flexible points that can be redeemed toward hundreds of hotels and airlines, a future rent payment, your next Lyft ride, and more. But it doesn't stop there. Built is about making your entire neighborhood more rewarding. You can dine out at your favorite local restaurants and earn additional points. Get VIP treatment at certain fitness studios and enjoy exclusive experiences just for Built members every month. Built is turning a monthly expense into an opportunity to earn rewards and discover the best that your neighborhood has to offer. Your rent is finally working for you. Earn points on rent and around your neighborhood, wherever you call home, by going to joinbuilt.com/sitwithus. That's joinbilt.com/sitwithus. Make sure to use our URL so they know we sent you.
I'm just going to put him back in my uterus and call it a day.
I do that. So I take him and I'll hold him. I'll be like, do you remember you lived inside me?
Yeah.
We lived together. Get back in there.
Get back in there.
You left too early. Give me another month. Get back in there.
You owe me 1 month.
You owe me one.
No, I just want to put him back. Keep him there.
Little
So
kangaroo.
cozy. What's that bench analogy where they're like, your kids will... Dr. Becky talks about it, where it's like you're going to walk through life and there are going to be these benches that your kids will sit on because something, they don't feel like they're good enough. Like everyone else in their class can read, but they can't read. And instead of, pumping them up on the bench and being like, don't worry, you'll do it eventually. Or you're so good at this, or you're doing this, you're doing that. Or like, so-and-so can't do this, but you can do this. Like, what a great time to sit with them on that bench.
Yeah.
And that's not where I'm at. I'm not a sit on the bench. I'm like,
kind of what I mean about like, don't get in the way. It's like, I don't need to tell Poppy it's fine. You'll speak the right way someday, blah, 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 blah. I just need to be with her.
Yeah.
Or like when June is like, she knows she's starting school tomorrow. And so she was like, last year there was a squishmallow in the classroom and so always took it to the playground and got it dirty. And I never got to have it only once because these two people always had it and then it was always dirty. And so then Mr. Isaac put it up high because he said we can't have it if everyone's dropping it in the dirt. And she was like going through this trauma from last year, right? About a squishmallow. And I just listen.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, but that's okay. This year there'll be a new squishmallow and you'll get a turn because like, I don't need to solve the world for her. This happened and she was sad about it. And maybe she never said it out loud till now. And she's probably anxious that something like that's going to happen again. But like, we live in communities, we work in groups, like she has to learn how to do that. So I just am here and I'm like, wow, that must have really hurt your feelings that you never got the squishmallow or that it was always dirty and you don't like it when things are dirty. Just echo back what she thought and just be. I'm not going to fix it for her or reassure her that it's not going to happen again because it is. She's alive in the world. It is.
What if I just bought our Squishmallow every week?
That's why
find
you're
whatever the cheapest Squishmallow is, and it will be delivered every week. She gets a fresh, clean new one.
That's why you're
Bring
it'll
the
never
playground
be
and taunt
dirty.
the other kids with it.
She'll be the Squishmallow queen. She'll sit on a pile of Squishmallows and talk to her. Hello, underlings.
Hello, underlings. If you would like a squish, you have to show me that your hands have been washed, and then you may come play.
See, she's hygienic.
She is
We love a hygienic queen.
But you gotta sit on the bench.
It's tough
Tough.
to sit on the bench.
How's it with the puppy?
Always
you sit on the bench with him?
Always on the bench. No, with that, it's always positive reinforcement. Food is the big motivator. Do you ever use food to motivate your children?
Honestly, all
Treats.
the time.
I do sometimes
Treats.
use food to
Yeah.
motivate.
Treats.
I'm like, we have to go grocery shopping. Everyone's like, no. And I'm like, but you can pick out a treat. And everyone's like, oh, okay.
Oh,
Right.
I guess I'll get my sandals on. Whatever. It's
really
the
want that
same.
lollipop. At
I
the
really
cash
want
register.
it. I'm like, Trader Joe's has stickers. Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Henry has started to remember which stores have stickers.
Yeah.
And we're working on stickers, please. Because sometimes he looks at this one woman
Just stare him down.
and he looks at her and goes, stickers. stickers. And I'm like, stickers,
Listen,
please.
If those curls and baby blues looked at me and said stickers, I'd be like, I'll go get some. Stay right here.
Oh, sometimes multiple cash register, like the register people will come and be like, I have stickers. Do you get stickers already?
That's so cute.
I'm like, he's spoiled in stickers.
Spoiled.
Love stickers.
Stickers are really fun, though. I feel like your girls were the first time I saw kids really fucking love stickers.
They love stickers.
They were always stickering. And then I was like, I'm going to get Henry some stickers. Couldn't even get them off the paper. And I'm like, this is great, right?
You're having fun, but you love the stickers. You
I
stickered
loved
everything.
I did sticker. I stickered his little art box with his name and the alphabet. He ripped all of it off. But the one stickers I'm still the most proud of is when we finally got a new diaper pail that was only for pee. I did pee only
In stickers.
in stickers. And then his room is like rainbow space themed. So I did little rainbows and space
Cute.
all around.
Why'd you
Beautiful.
do pee only?
Because before we did everything and then it started to reek. And I was like,
You can say poop.
poop, Rachel, poop. It smelled like poo poo.
Your
And I didn't
diaper
like
pail
Poo-poo caca.
It
wasn't good
stunk.
enough.
Well, it is now. It's the same one. We just bought the exact same one that we had, and we took the other one outside.
But I had two babies with two sets of poops, and I don't feel like it had smelled. They went in the diaper pail.
Well, that they weren't shit in the way.
You know those Habersbergers.
I don't know. I guess they had flower boobs. No, it wasn't like the smell of
No,
poop.
the
It
poop
was
smelled, but the diaper pail
the
contained
diaper
it.
pail contained it, and it had this like sour smell that
Okay.
like I couldn't stand when I opened it. It wasn't like it smelled on its own. It was when
Oh.
you opened it.
Yeah, when you open it, it smells.
and I'm very like sensitive to scents.
Okay.
So I did not want it.
Sensitive.
Sensitive. So when we got the new one, I put a little thing
Yeah.
on it just for like, when my parents are in town or when our babysitter's there.
Pee
as a
only.
reminder. Or we have friends over.
And then you walk the poop outside.
Yeah. And
Got
now
it.
Henry loves throwing things in the garbage. So now he walks his own poop outside.
Wow, what a king.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
get
does
those
try to make a
chores
break
now.
for it though.
Teach him those chores.
That is one of the biggest like toddler things that like I learned from the internet was let them be involved in chores because that seems to be all that they really want to do. Like
Yeah.
I'll be in the kitchen like putting dishes away and Henry's like, play, I want to play, I want to do this, I want to do that. And then I open the our little gate to let him in. And he just wants to pick up the dishes and like put them on the counter. He doesn't want to like run away. He doesn't want to like go
Oh, yeah.
hide.
The
He
girls
just wants
emptied
to
the
help.
dishwasher.
Yeah. It's very
great.
cute.
Yeah.
They
Or
gotta
he'll
learn
be like,
now.
I gotta wash
They gotta
my
learn now so
hands.
they can do the chores later.
Yeah. It's
That's
Help
true.
you out a little bit.
real nice.
Yeah.
Whenever Keith is out of town, it's just me and Henny. And I have to take the garbage cans outside. I'm like, this is going to be your job one day, Buster. And it's going to be a great day for me.
So soon.
Yeah. You're going to be the garbage boy.
Yeah, you can't let them grow up not doing chores and then one day at like 14 be like, okay, now you do this. And then it's like, wait, what? I just live.
I just live. I just vibe. Although, I mean, it is true what they say. Every kid is literally different. I had to do chores when I was little and I was a demon. I was a demon who didn't touch my room for years.
Yeah.
Years. And then my mom would get frustrated enough and I'd come home from school one day and it'd be clean.
She would clean
I was
it for you.
bad.
And
I was
then she
I
threw
was
all of your
bad.
stuff out. That's what I would do. Gone.
Well, she did have free reign. Yeah. If she found something, I was
stuff are
like,
gone.
where's my XYZ? And she's like, well, I didn't know you wanted it. So it's gone.
It wasn't put away. It's gone.
And I was like, oh, okay.
And you weren't mad?
I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe.
Okay, maybe. Who knows? The
She
girls
cleans the room now, so obviously the consequences worked.
will find a messy
Yeah.
drawer and be like, this needs organizing. And then they'll organize it. And I'm like, okay, maybe I've gone too far the other direction.
No. Bring them over. I got some drawers for them to look at. I'm ready
I
for it.
will. I literally will.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you want to sort these by color or like what?
I have some socks that could use
They
matching.
go to an art school. Like their school is like very arts focused. All the curriculum is arts based. And they have sorted everything in our house, like the covers of books, like on the bookshelves, their colored pencils, everything by warm versus cool colors. So everything's warm or cool.
Artistes.
So cute.
I love it.
The fruit on the
already
counter,
curating
warm
your
and
home.
cool.
Yeah.
They're coming to my house.
Yes, anytime.
Bring them over. Rach, what else do you wish you had learned?
Okay. This is one you should just know. Like if you want to become a parent, you should just know this. If you want to have a lazy day, if you want to be unproductive or not on your feet or chilling, you got to schedule it. And you
You're going to say pay for it.
also that
If you don't have family.
schedule it with your family or your partner or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, I haven't been alone in my house in years.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like, you got to schedule it and it probably can't be in your house. So like anytime you're home, all the childless people who I love, anytime you're home alone and nothing's really happening, just pour one out for me. Just sit with that and have it. Enjoy on my behalf. Cause I miss that. I'm like, I'm never home alone doing nothing, you know?
Yeah.
Like if I'm home alone, that means like Watson or the nanny has come and got the girls and it's because I need to pack for our trip because blah, 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 blah. You know, like, you guys schedule your chill times.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do. And so they don't come that frequently. And I miss them just happening by accident,
Oh, yeah.
you know?
Oh, yeah.
So you guys schedule your lazy days. You got to be like, can you take the girls out all day so I can lay on the sofa and not
That's
do
the other thing.
anything?
You have to ask permission.
Yes.
Everybody has to ask permission all the time. Keith
Yes.
will be like, so I'm going to have rehearsal at this time. Is it okay if I'm not home for bedtime?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm going to hang out with this friend. Is it okay if I leave before the nap?
Yes. Last night, Watson texts me and he's like, commercial wrapped early. Can I go see a movie? I was like, yeah, you can. But like, can I go see a movie is what this 42-year-old man asked his wife. And thank God he asked. Because if he had just gone to a movie and I'd heard about it later after he worked like a 10-hour day or whatever, I've been like, you did what?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yes, of course you can go, sweetie.
Of course, darling.
But you guys schedule your times.
Yeah. It's definitely more like organization than I thought it would be. And then like one that's like really hard to quantify or like, quantify maybe. I don't know. I just go for theater.
Me too.
Is like how there's no way to describe how 24/7 it is. Until you're already there. Like when my friends who are either pregnant now or, thinking about having kids soon have been like, what's the biggest change? I'm like, you really don't ever understand the fact that you are in charge forever. And every second of the day. I remember one time Keith was out of town. I had food poisoning. Henry's in the living room. I'm throwing up in the bathroom with the door open. He's upset because he's obviously like, one, why aren't you playing with me? And two, like, what are you doing?
You're making weird sounds, mommy.
Making weird sounds. And I think I was crying too because I was just like, I feel so bad and I'm the only one here.
Yeah.
But like, that is it.
That
it
is
was
something else to note. You don't get to be sick.
No.
Like when you're sick, you're still a parent.
Yeah.
Like whether you're vomiting or not, you're still a parent.
Yeah. And on that same note, if your friends offer to come over and help, always say yes.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said no to my friends who offered to come over That was stupid.
That was stupid.
If someone offers to help you with something, just say yes.
Just say yes.
Even strangers. I've been at the grocery store and I remember I was like very, not germophobic, but I mean, obviously Henry was in the NICU for a while. So like you get kind of freaked out about public things being not clean. So I really didn't want him to go in a shopping cart for the longest time. And I would wear him at the grocery store or take his stroller in. And when I finally was like, no, I need to shop for more than 8 groceries at a time. I'm going to take a cart. I got this big, I mean, it was so silly looking. The big cart cover that's like padded and like I washed it all the time, all these things. It was a bitch to put on the shopping cart. Yep. It took me forever. Henry would get mad. Then he wouldn't put his legs in. And multiple times people would be like, oh, do you want me to put that on? And I'd be like, no, I got it.
Yeah, why do we say that?
Why do we say no?
Why do we say that?
I should have been like, yeah, can you please put that on for me? That would be so helpful. Or like people would be walking by and be like, oh, do you want me to put, I don't even just stupid things like putting the cart back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I got it. Why?
I don't got it. By the way.
Like it's like 100 degrees out. I'm like sweating. I'm like, no, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. But yeah, as not being too proud to
Everyone
say
needs
no to
help.
help. Yeah.
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 Say yes.
Say yes.
Yes, help me.
You
Everyone
don't get to be
needs
sick. That's crazy, but you don't.
Or hungover.
Well.
One of my best friends is she like just got married last year. Like they're in no rush to have kids or anything like that. And she'll always be like, let's go out. Let's go to this bar. Let's go do this thing. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm so down. I'll drive. And she's like, well, no, we're going to take an Uber. And I was like,
oh, baby girl.
No, ma'am, I'll drive us.
No.
Because
I'm at 5:30 in the morning. I will not
no
be
matter how
drunk.
fun tonight is, 6 a.m. wake ups.
Yeah.
It's just, it will never be that fun.
I'm going to have fun, but to a reasonable degree, and I will be fine to drive us home. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah.
Any last words of wisdom?
Yeah. Tie us in a little bow here, Mom.
Tie us in a bow. Okay, here is my bow. If you are thinking about having a baby, if you have a baby, any of these things, someone said this to me when the girls were like a couple months old. I said, I think they're about to smile, like they're like on the verge of like real giggles or smiles or whatever. And the person wrote back, don't rush it. And I think just don't rush it. Like it can be really hard, as Becky and I both know, when you're trying to get pregnant and you're just not pregnant month after month after month. But then once you do, and once you have that baby, you won't want it to have come sooner because you won't want it to have been another baby. You'll be like, oh, this is the one. So you, don't rush that. But also as they're developing and going to the next thing, don't rush this. They're as little as they'll ever be. And you don't need to have them giggle yet or say mom yet or like any of those things. Like just don't rush it. Enjoy it.
That's so sweet.
Because they grow up so fast.
They grow up
so fast. And I often get sad about that, like when they are starting first grade tomorrow. However, they're as little as they'll ever be. And if I look back in 2 or 3 years, I'm going to be like, oh my God, they're tiny. All their teeth were falling out. Look at these little goobers. And so I just need to remember how small they still are.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
Let the babies baby.
Let the babies be babies. I still call them the babies, and I guess I just will forever.
Yeah, because they're your babies.
They're my babies.
This has been beautiful.
It's been beautiful.
It's been spooky. It's been lovely.
It's been spooky and cute.
Spooky and cute.
Spooky and cute, just like how I would describe second try.
Okay. I don't get it, but I'm going to let you have it anyway.
Me neither. I was just looking for a smooth transition.
And we didn't quite find it.
No, and we're still looking for it. Where can the people find you?
Oh, I'm on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, but I don't post. I just watch.
No, you do. You posted.
I've posted a couple of times. Listen, all of you guys out there making TikToks, that is a job. That is hard work. I can't be just making TikToks. I would need more free time.
Schedule it. Schedule your TikToking.
But I love to be on Instagram. I'm over there being an old millennial. So come on over.
Embrace
say
it.
hi.
Yeah.
Whatever. I like aesthetic pictures. Sue me. I'm sorry.
She is who she is, and we love it.
It's just what it is.
Until next time, guys, make sure you're washing your hands, peeing after sex, being respectful of spooky ghosts and spooky houses, letting kids be kids.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye.